EGM Network.
From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. We hope you've had a great week. I'm Cindy Getz, your host, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Guys, today is amazing. If you've ever wondered what angels look like on this earth, you're gonna meet two of them. They're in my studio right now. I cannot wait to introduce you to them. Today's episode is all about compassion, community, and connection. Not just for people, you guys, but for those furry companions too. So we're joined by two guests who are making a beautiful difference, you guys, through a meal assistance program for pets called Paws Meals on Wheels. Now, from nourishing, and nurturing bonds between seniors and their beloved pets, this conversation right now, guys, will open your heart and remind you what real beauty looks like. All right, so you ready to unleash this? You like that, Cindy? Yes, all right, let's unleash it. So let's get to it. Let me introduce you to these amazing guests. It's first time on the Beauty and the Beach Radio, father, son. So we're going to get started. The first one is he's executive director of For the Love of Paws. He's a Navy veteran. Thank you for your service. Retired police officer. Please welcome Ted Pankiewicz Sr.
Thanks, Cindy. Glad to be here.
Oh my gosh, Ted, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, and then your son's here with us as well. He is the operation director of For the Love of Paws, and that is Ted Pankiewicz Jr. Hey, Junior.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, oh my gosh, I want to dive right in because there's so much to unpack here. Let's start with the heartbeat of it all. How did this all get started, Senior?
Well, I managed Park Place in Sebastian for about 7 years when I moved to Florida after retiring from the police department. And one of the problems we had in the retirement community was senior citizens going into hospice, memory care, nursing home, and rehab facilities and not having anybody to take care of their pet. Now, and we would adopt them out. I don't know how many times I would have a dog or cat in my office, or my assistant would have a dog or cat in her office until we found a home for it. And that's what gave us the idea a year later after, well, let Teddy start, how we got started.
And if I could ask real fast, because people love to hear stories. Senior, you were talking about an actual 100-pound dog this is how it all started, right?
Well, that's what started our Precious Paws Veterinary Fund.
Okay. And that was one of your senior citizens at Park Place as well, or no?
That was an older couple.
That was years later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Years later. Oh, my goodness.
That was years later. But what got us started was my wife always wanted to start a sanctuary, pound, something of that reference. And when we moved down here in 2010, was shortly after we moved here, she was diagnosed with Devick's disease, rare variant of MS. By January 13th, 2013, she passed away from complications due to it. So a year later, my father came to me with everything that he just spoke about with his experience. He said, look, this is a need that's in the community. Why don't we start something in memory of Jess? It'll give you something to focus on. Because, of course, I was lost. I was left with a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, to take care of by myself. And it became a family thing where even the boys got very involved because it was in memory of their mom and everything. And it's turned into what it is today.
Wow, what a great tribute to your wife. That is absolutely amazing and so precious. And her name is it Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica Pankiewicz.
I love it.
And this is just a continuation of her love.
Wow. So incredible what you started. It definitely came out of a need, and what a wonderful tribute to your wife. So it's like a double wonderful combo. Senior, what were those early days like?
Well, the first program we started was Senior Resources Meals on Wheels program. They found that many seniors are getting Meals on Wheels, and instead of feeding themselves, they were feeding their pets first.
Wow. Talk about love for your animal,
and
right?
Meals on Wheels asked us, could we possibly help them with dog food and cat food? And that's what started our Paws Meals on Wheels program, which has grown That started 10 years ago. Now we're giving away between 12 and 15,000 pounds of pet food every single month.
12 to 15,000 pounds per month.
We supply 18, 19 different locations around Indian River County food pantries of dog food and cat food. Like Meals on Wheels, it gives them 80 bags of dog food every other week.
Wow.
That they then distribute to the homebound seniors.
Wow. I'm going off the chart here, but where do you get these referrals? How do you find out these particular seniors or veterans that need your assistance with the animals?
Programs just like your program right here, other networking events. We advertise. We do a lot of talks with senior communities, and word gets around pretty fast that that we supply dog food and cat food, and we have a 2,000 square foot warehouse out in Fellsmere that we rent right now. We've been there 6 years.
Wow.
And we also have a location in our thrift store every Thursday at 931 12th Street.
Oh, yes. I saw you have a thrift store.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yep. Which that helps support. That's a big supporter of what keeps all of our functions going. Is all the sales through that thrift store. So we always accept them. We desperately need volunteers. So if anybody would like to come down just for an hour or 2 hours, whatever, we are in desperate need of volunteers at the thrift store. We're working with the skeleton crew at the moment.
Wow. And you rely on that probably to really help support the cause.
Oh yeah, that's the main support of the cause is the thrift store.
It pays about 60% of our operating costs.
Wow, that's huge. That's incredible.
We have a lot of wonderful donors who donate to the thrift store. Donations aren't a problem. We're tremendously grateful for that. But we need help physically in the store. So anybody who's willing to volunteer at the store, we'd greatly appreciate it. The other place we need volunteers is on the sanctuary as well.
Tell them the biggest requirement.
Biggest requirement at the thrift store. I tell this to everybody who either works with us or volunteers with us. You have to have a sense of humor, because I'm a very sarcastic person myself. I don't take very many things seriously. I try to have as much fun as possible in any given situation.
Okay. There you go, Cindy. I love it.
It is a fun place to work. We always have a lot of fun. We actually have a lot of customers who say they come in weekly just because of how much fun they have with us while they're shopping.
Wow.
And pet friendly. You can bring your dog, your cat, your gerbil, your hamster, whatever you have.
Yep. I love that. Yep. I'm curious, again, I'm going off the record here, but how do you like cash donations, so you buy your own food, or do people drop off food at the thrift store? How does that work? Both. Okay.
Last year we spent $55,000 in buying dog food and cat food to make up the difference of what's donated, because they said we give away between 12 and 15,000 pounds every single month.
Wow. So you're not going to turn down cash or an actual food donation. So I know in the past, sometimes my animals will change their mind, and I've already done a subscription and I already have a new bag of cat or dog food. And I've often wondered, gosh, it'd be nice to donate.
Call us.
Yes.
Call us. Even if the bag is already open, because what we'll do is we'll take a bag that's already open, we'll mix it in with a bunch of other bags that are already open, and we rebag it into 4-pound bags.
Oh, I love how you're being so resourceful. That's amazing. You're quite different. Okay, you are a rescue of sorts, but you're quite different from other pet rescues. Tell us about all the wonderful things that you guys do under your
We're very
operation.
different because we don't just focus on the animals. We focus on the senior citizens and disabled and veteran owners of these animals. Those are our target people that we have, audience, so to speak, that we help out. We have the fur real cat program, where they're basically robotic cats. And I found out through reading a news article that in a lot of the dementia centers and mental health facilities for senior citizens, that these fur real cats help ground a lot of these people and kind of bring them peace and bring them back in the way, because these cats act so real that they believe it's a real cat. Just so happened after reading that article, one was donated to the thrift store. And so I said, hey, look, instead of us trying to sell this, let's donate this to one of the memory care facilities. So the first one we brought it to was Solaris, and within the first 2 hours, they told us they had to change the batteries twice, because that's how much the people were using it. And then they requested, can we possibly give them another one? Since then, we've given how many?
85.
85.
Oh my goodness. There's a picture on your website of a woman with one of the robotic cats on her lap. And before even reading, I'm looking going, gosh, it kind of looks like a cat. But, so that's so intriguing to me and so special. Wow. So you really cover a lot of the bases for...
Yeah, we do our Precious Paws program. We're senior citizens. They need help paying towards a vet bill. We will put anywhere from $100 to $150 towards a vet bill for them, regardless of what it is, whether it's shots, surgery, anything like that. We help with euthanasia. There's been many times that was in reference to that large dog. It was a 100-pound dog, and for about 3-4 days, it was suffering in their apartment because one, they couldn't carry it down, and they couldn't afford to pay for the euthanization. So we went there, we carried the dog down, and we took care of the whole euthanization process for them.
Had him cremated, brought the ashes back.
Yeah, had it cremated, brought the ashes back. There's been several times where we've even buried animals on the sanctuary for people because the animal had passed away at home and they had nowhere. They didn't want to throw them in the garbage, of course. And there's no way for them to bury them anywhere. So we have animals that weren't even ours that are buried on a sanctuary.
For someone listening right now and they're like, I don't know, is it really a need? Are there really seniors out there or veterans that really are hurting to pay or feed their animals? What do you say?
Contact us. Yeah,
call us.
It's a real issue.
It's amazing how many people out there, especially senior citizens, the only thing they have left in their life is their dog or their cat.
Yeah.
They live for their dog or their cat.
Yeah.
And many of them also come from a generation of pride, and they're afraid to ask for help.
Sure.
And we're here to tell you, don't be.
Yeah.
We're here to help you. This is what we do.
Yeah.
I've interrupted a lot of people to just tell me what you need so we can help you.
Yeah. Wow.
I always tell people for every $1 we can save a senior citizen from buying dog food or a vet bill, that's $1 they can use for other needs, for life needs.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that is their only companion in that state.
Many times.
Many times. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many seniors are out there that is literally their only life source. That's their only connection to life anymore is that cat or that dog.
Can you boys tell me one or two stories of a highlight for you, a story of one of your people that you take care of and one of the animals, maybe something that really stands out?
Dina, yeah. We have a little bin pin in our care right now. Her mom is in long-term rehab, and she came to us back in September, so she's only been with us, almost been with us for a year now. When she came to us, she was okay at first, but then she started to act very sick. And long story short with her, she wound up having pyometra, and she also had tumors. And it was a very dire diagnosis. But, we wanted to give her a shot, and the owner couldn't afford, to help in any way. And, the owner's stuck in this rehab, and just traumatic enough, she's already stuck in this rehab and this is going on with the dog. So I said, well, let's give it the shot, and we spent almost $5,000 in the surgeries to remove the tumors and take care of the pyometra and everything like that. And she's still with us today. So she's a little trooper. She pulled through.
And Teddy goes down every 2 or 3 weeks for a visit.
Yeah. Oh. So I try to at least once a month go down and visit with her. It doesn't look like she's going to be able to get out, but we still go down and visit with her. So, but that's one of the big highlights is that. And then I would say the second one would be probably about a year or two after we started. We were fundraising out in front of Walmart, and a gentleman came up and he said, "I just want to shake your hand and thank you what you did for my grandmother." And I said, "Excuse me?" And he said, "My grandmother was literally about to just end everything because she couldn't afford to feed her cat anymore, and she was going to give him up, and that would have destroyed her." And I just want to thank you because you literally helped save my grandma's life. And so got emotional with that because, it's like we started all this and remember my wife,
Yes.
and you always want to feel like you're making a difference and doing something, but you always question if you are, because you very rarely see if you do, and
Sure.
that was the moment where, we saw we were,
Wow.
So, sorry.
No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And you know how special, Junior, how you do see where your wife's life, okay, did matter, even though I know you loved her and that mattered enough, but to be able to see that even though her life ended shortly, that she can carry on by helping,
Exactly.
some other people.
Exactly. That's why I said this is a continuation of her love.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's amazing. Great stories. So moving forward, you guys, where do you go from here? I know you guys need a new van. Let's talk about that. What are your needs?
Well, our van right now has over 200,000 miles on it.
Ooh.
And it goes out 3 days a week delivering to the food pantries.
Okay.
So anybody out there we're looking for a high top van to make it easier for shelving and
we're looking as far as that van goes, we're looking for a van that will be easier to load it where we don't have to bend over as we're loading the bags and everything in.
Of course.
Because that's one of the things right now is like we literally are going in with these totes that weigh 60 to 70 pounds and having to bend over with them inside the van and whatnot. So we kind of need like like a Sprinter or something like that we can stand up in and load everything into.
And I want to shout out to the Coppola family. It looked like Nick Coppola was
the van that we're using right now. We've had it over 5.5 years right now.
Yeah. So
Mental Health Association in River County. He was director at the time. Unfortunately, he's since passed away.
He has, and God bless you, Nick. And so, anyway, so thank you, Nick. God rest your soul. Great family. So. Anyway, so let's hope we get a new van for you guys.
Yeah. We need that van, and then we also need a new van for the sanctuary because the van that we have for the sanctuary, it's basically on its last legs.
Okay.
Has no AC. Well, the AC works, then it doesn't work. Works, doesn't work. So.
And then if somebody can't donate a van, and they're just like, gosh, maybe if I could just donate a bag of food. Something, what's the process for that? How do they get food to you? How do they get
food?
Donations?
They can have it delivered if they want to buy it through Amazon and have it shipped to our pantry.
Directly.
Or Tractor Supply.
Or Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply will do it as well.
Okay.
The pantry is located at 12198 County Road 512 in Fellsmere. You can also bring things to the thrift store. We have a lot of people who bring food to the thrift store. Thrift store is located at 931 12th Street in Vero Beach.
Big blue building on the railroad tracks.
Yep.
Can't miss it.
All right. How long have you had the thrift store?
5 years now?
6.
Wow.
We had a lease for 5. We had a lease for 5 years. The lease expired a year ago, and they were going to sell the building, and whoever they're going to sell the building to is going to quadruple the rent. So unfortunately, they asked us if we wanted to buy the building, so we bit the bullet, and we had a foundation that helps us to get the down payment. Now we own the building right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations,
Thank
you
you.
guys.
And the foundation's talking about supporting and paying off the mortgage for us this next year.
Wow. Gosh, this is great stuff, you guys. We're out of time. We got to go to station break. Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Theater's Comedy Zone, where the comedy is wild, untamed, and downright hilarious. Hit the zone this Friday and Saturday night at 6:30 and 8:30 for the Treasure Coast's best live stand-up comedy show, featuring nationally recognized comedians with cabaret-style seating and food and drink table service. Buy tickets at riversidetheater.com and get ready for a night of non-stop laughs.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock tariff-free coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of American-made Telescope, Berlin Gardens, and Pollywood, all with no tariff ever. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a summer sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Come in now for our summer sale and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio. Hopefully you got a check out our dog of the month that we put up on the screen. That's from the Humane Society. Go see them, you guys. They have wonderful, wonderful animals that need your love. We want to thank Dale Sorensen Real Estate for always making sure that we can get great stories on the air for you. So whether you're buying or selling a home, you want to reach out to them. They're 772-231-4712. You can also find them at SorensenRealEstate.com. Thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate. We also want to thank Varietals and More. They always make sure we have lovely beverages for our guests. So go see them on Royal Palm Point. Rob and Michelle, if you mention Beauty and the Beach Radio, you do get a 10% discount. You guys, were wrapping it up with Ted Sr. and Ted Jr. For the Love of Paws. And, you know, we've been talking about all the wonderful things that they do for our community. Guys, you know, wrapping it up, what's your most need? What are you working on now? What can the public do for you guys?
One of our biggest needs right now, where we're trying to grow, is the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
We need a lot of help on the sanctuary. We need help with fencing. We have 5 acres, and probably only about an acre's worth is safely fenced, where the dogs can run around and whatnot, where we don't have to worry about them. But there's 5 acres in total that we would like to get fenced off and taken care of for them. Eventually, we would like to build a building on the back part of it to where we can actually move the food pantry there, so everything is located in one location. We have a pond there as well, where we eventually want to build a bridge over the pond and make it a rainbow bridge, where it's actually a mausoleum where people can put their pets' ashes in that rainbow bridge.
Love that.
It would be like not only just a sanctuary, but also a memorial park as well.
My goodness. Do you boys sleep? That's
no. I really don't.
Oh my gosh. So let me be clear for those that are listening to the show right now, for the fencing, for the sanctuary, you would accept a cash donation, volunteer, manpower,
right?
Somebody that's actually willing to come if they're in a fencing business and say, listen, I'm willing to do this as a feel good project.
Right.
I'll get out there with the supplies and the labor. So whatever parts you can get.
Whatever we can get. You know, we just had a gentleman, Jason Bordette from Diamond Pro Land Solutions. He donated a lot of his time and machinery to actually clear a lot of the pepper bushes and trees and everything out of the way, so we can do the fencing. So we're ready to pull the trigger on, we're ready to pull the trigger on doing the fencing. So anybody who wants to help, I mean, please. I know it's hot, but hopefully in the next couple months, when the weather cools, we can hopefully get people out there to
and also mention we're a
us.
cageless facility.
And correct. Where the reason why we need the fencing is we are a cageless facility. When your dog or cat comes to live with us, they are not kept in cages or anything, or kennels or anything like that. I kind of laugh when people donate blankets or old blankets and towels and stuff for the dogs to sleep on. They all sleep in the bed with us.
Oh, I read that on your website. I was laughing.
I literally had I literally had to buy a California King just because all the dogs sleep on the bed with us.
That's some real love right there.
The cats, we have 2 cat barns, and they each have 1,000 square foot catio that they can all go outside and be safely outside in. So nobody's in cages or kennels or anything like that. So that's one of the other reasons why we really need to get the sanctuary, all fenced in so we can utilize all of it.
Love it. If somebody wants more information, go to pawsmealsonwheels.org.
Correct.
Does that work? Okay. You guys, you're not just feeding animals, you're feeding our hearts. I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.